We as a whole have that companion who is fixated on wine, the person who can really taste notes of blackberry and oak while we're glad for ourselves for perceiving that it's a Cabernet. Indeed, it turns out your wine egotist companions might be onto something. Wine has for quite some time been believed to be valuable for our well-being. Inasmuch as it's polished off with some restraint, normally red wine certainly stands out, yet studies have additionally shown that white wine might have a similar medical advantages. Obviously, it's not all daylight and grapes. Assuming you typically partake in a glass of wine in the wake of slowing down from a drawn-out day, this is what you really want to be familiar with what that day-to-day glass of vino is meaning for your body. Life expectancy support, partaking in a daily glass of wine might prompt a more extended life. Research shows that ordinary wine consumers have a 34% lower pace of mortality than their brew or alcohol drinking buds. What's more, assuming you're living longer, you should look more youthful in the meantime, correct? You can thank the analysts at Harvard Clinical School for this one. The compound resveratrol, which is found in red wine, has been connected to having hostile to maturing and mitigating properties. On the off chance that you're not a wine consumer, you can in any case receive the rewards. As well as observing this compound in red wine, you can likewise get it from eating grapes, blueberries, cranberries, and nuts. Resveratrol initiates an enemy of maturing pathway in the body that prompts a more drawn-out life expectancy. So drink up. Be that as it may, this connection is just found in moderate consumers. So consistently drinking a whole jug without help from anyone else may be more enjoyable, yet at the same less useful. Specialists say a glass of wine a day can expand your life. Good health. Sun-related burn plug. One more way your glass of wine can make you look more youthful is that it safeguards your skin from the sun. A Spanish report in the Diary of Horticultural Food and Science observed that the cell reinforcements in wine can assist with forestalling the substance response. UV ray openness causes to the human body. Flavonoids. The cancer prevention agents found in grapes can stop the substance interaction that kills skin cells and prompts sun-related burn. So whenever you and your companions are getting a charge out of margaritas near the ocean, go after a pleasant red wine. Rather heart-solid red wine has for quite some time been remembered to safeguard our hearts since it contains tannins, which have pre-sign add-ins that safeguard against coronary illness. Tannins are the mixtures in wine that are liable for that dry taste to get the most exact and value for your money. Stay with wines from Southwest France. These cancer prevention agents and wine have been demonstrated to raise our HDL cholesterol. This is the great cholesterol. So we need that number to be high. On the off chance that you have hypertension, a daily glass of wine might be exactly what was needed of those managing hypertension. The moderate consumers are 30% less inclined to experience a cardiovascular failure than the individuals who don't drink at all. Sugar arrangement. Assuming you've been experiencing difficulty dealing with your diabetes, unwinding with a glass of wine could really help. Truth be told, a daily glass of wine might forestall the condition. Concentrates on show that moderate consumers have a 30% lower chance of creating type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, that having a daily glass of red wine is likewise okay for most diabetics. Simply try to not surpass that cutoff. Our imaginary VFS Karen Walker and Olivia Pope could say something else. However, toning it down would be best with regards to wine. As medication cheerful times, we as a whole will generally feel somewhat more loose after a glass of wine. The anxieties of the day soften away. As we sit at supper with our loved ones appreciating great discussion and extraordinary wine, it turns out those positive sentiments last far past supper. As indicated by a concentrate in BMC medication, moderate wine consumers might be defensive against despondency. Drinking 2 to 7 glasses of wine each week is related with lower paces of sadness. In any case, when your drinking goes from moderate to something over the top, the possibilities feeling discouraged really go up on the grounds that weighty drinking is related with high paces of gloom. So keep the great energies streaming with a couple of glasses of wine each week. Disease anticipation. We've all heard the exploration about red wine and coronary illness anticipation. However, the disease news is really invigorating as well. Standard drinking generally puts individuals at a higher gamble for malignant growth, yet there's one exemption for that standard. Red wine. Moderate red wine drinking has been connected to bring down paces of bosom disease. The The synthetic substances found in the skins of red grapes have been found to decrease estrogen levels and expanded testosterone levels in premenopausal ladies. This change in chemicals can bring down the gamble for bosom malignant growth. These enchanted minimal red wine synthetic compounds are a lot higher in red grapes than in green. So assuming you like to partake in a mixed drink with supper, get a jug of Pinot Noir. Rather mind games, an excessive number of glasses of wine can leave your cerebrum feeling somewhat fluffy, however one with supper is perfect. Having that daily wine might even safeguard your cerebrum from a blood coagulation or drain. Individuals who drink a couple of beverages each night have an 8% lower chance of suffering a heart attack. Nonetheless, don't go off the deep end. Weighty consumers having something like 4 beverages each evening have a 14% expanded hazard of stroke than the people who don't drink or just beverage. Infrequently, a glass of red wine with supper may likewise put you at lower risk for dementia. Moderate red wine consumers have a 23% lower chance of creating dementia than the individuals who don't drink, maturing out the advantages. Sadly, notwithstanding kinks and bifocals, more established grown-ups have one more bummer to think about. Those advantages from red wine don't help the older. Indeed, even only 1 glass each day can harm, as a matter of fact. Research has observed that older ladies averaging age 76, who have 1 glass of wine each day, show little decreases in heart work. This is because of the expanded size of the mass of one of the heart chambers. So appreciate it while you're little youngsters. Primary concern on bottoms up. While a daily glass of red wine surely seems like it very well may be a piece of a solid way of life, try not to feel like you need to drink consistently. Both the American Heart Affiliation and the Public Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute don't suggest drinking exclusively for heart well-being. Furthermore, liquor can be habit-forming, and drinking a lot of prompts significant medical issues. In any case, in the event that you can assimilate securely, it seems as though there are at minimum a few advantages past the buzz. So cheers to that. A debt of gratitude is in order for watching. Click the rundown symbol to buy into our YouTube channel. In addition to look at this load of cool stuff, we realize you'll very much want to. If you found this video helpful, and share with your friend. Thank you for watching.